This man was the victim of a crazed Syrian asylum seeker who stabbed him when he tried to stop the man assaulting a woman on a tram. The American model had been on holiday in the German city of Dresden and stepped in to stop the migrant harassing the woman.
If y'all didn't think that Europe had an immigration problem, especially Germany, let me drop some knowledge on you. It is 11:57 right now. In 3 minutes, that man that assaulted that young woman yesterday will be released from custody. He'll be released from custody because he's not a citizen of Germany. He's not a citizen of the EU for that matter. He doesn't even belong in here. He's an immigrant, an illegal one, a drug dealer, and very popularly known here, especially by the police. This is not the first time this has happened. It's not the first time that man had beat up women, and it's not the first time that the other guy decided to take a swing at my face with a 6-inch blade. If they could do this to the people of Germany and then just get released 12 hours later, even less at this point, where's the law? Where's the structure? If the Germans are held to that law and that structure, but these people could just come in, swing knives, and hurt, abuse, terrorize, and oppress citizens of Germany, then what do we do?
John, the victim, had just completed paramedic training. His sister-in-law said online it was his passion for saving lives that led him to intervene. According to a GoFundMe set up for John's medical costs, 2 Syrian nationals were involved in the attack. One was arrested but released briefly after, and the other remains at large. The GoFundMe has raised $45,000 so far. The shocking scenes have grabbed the attention of US media, where the Trump administration had already been highly critical of Germany's asylum policies.
If you have a country like Germany, where you have another few million immigrants come in from countries that are totally culturally incompatible with Germany, then it doesn't matter what I think about Europe. Germany will have killed itself, and I hope they don't do that because I love Germany and I want Germany to thrive.
There's a steady stream of news of attacks perpetrated by asylum seekers in Germany. Fears over safety have led to the anti-immigration Alternative for Germany leading some of the polls there. The state has deemed the party extremist, but leader Alice Weidel is undeterred.
Our legacy media and establishment politicians fear us like no other party, with good reason. More and more voters in Germany are simply fed up with being lied to and watching their quality of life deteriorating year for year. Establishment politics have turned Germany into a danger zone for its citizens. Its people suffer from mass migration, exploding crime rates, high taxes and energy prices, inflation, and the destruction of wealth. That's why they voted out the old left-green government, only to get a government that continues down the same disastrous path. They got a government that pretends to prevent illegal immigration while leaving the gates wide open. In a futile attempt to evade his domestic problems, our Chancellor travels the world, fomenting conflict and throwing German taxpayers' money out of the window.
Commenting on John's ordeal, she said, "A CDU-governed state, which is the party of Angela Merkel and current Chancellor Friedrich Merz, a Syrian who inflicted stab wounds on an American in Dresden, was not only known to the police, he's already back on the streets. A fatal signal that such perpetrators take as a free pass instead of being immediately deported." Since taking office, Mr. Merz has toughened Germany's immigration policies, closing its border with Poland.
Wir müssen zurzeit Grenzkontrollen machen, weil der Schutz der europäischen Außengrenzen nicht hinreichend gewährleistet ist. Wir wissen, dass das eine Maßnahme auf Zeit ist. Wir wissen, dass diese Maßnahme zum Teil auch im Grenzverkehr Einschränkungen mit sich bringt. Wir wollen diese Einschränkungen so klein wie möglich halten. Ich will hier noch einmal klarstellen, weil das in einigen Medien in Polen wohl berichtet worden ist. Es gibt aus Deutschland keine Rückführungen von bereits in Deutschland angekommenen Asylbewerbern nach Polen. Die gibt es nicht und die wird es auch nicht geben.
But Poland has accused Germany of dropping migrants off at its border.
3 lipca, około pierwszej w nocy, most graniczny w Gobinie. Niemcy wychodzą za komisariatu, który jest zaraz za mostem i wyprowadzają migranta. Przerzucają go do Polski. Nie ma polskiej straży granicznej, nie ma polskiej policji. Prawdopodobnie zupełnie bez uzgodnień, po cichu, pod ukryciem nocy. Tak robią Niemcy. Oni czują, że mogą robić cokolwiek.
Which led to Polish vigilantes policing it. The saga continues.